Great.
Woo!
Yeah, he was fucking trash, dude.
Floor up from the floor up.
Yep.
Floors and whores, baby.
Oh, God.
There they go. Goatman. Show them your goat.
Goatsy.
Show them your testicles. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the YouTube stream.
Hi.
Happy to have you here. Heroin. What it do? What's up, Mustang? Jocelyn, Chloe, heck. Oh, heck, Chloe. Hell yeah, it's going to be a good night. Hello, Raquel.
Hello.
Hello, Rachel. It's a great time to be a fan of the Brohio podcast.
Yep.
I do know one thing, though. These chickens, they come, they go. All right, it looks like it's good. It's rolling. Let's get it going.
Fucking roll it.
Play that beautiful bean footage.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle says, I joined a minute ago and Nick just yelled no and cut it off. I had the wrong title for the episode. That's all it is.
I tried to get him a title at fuck, but he wouldn't.
Kristen, happy birthday.
Fuck your birthday.
Kristen Skaharderator? Skaharator? Kristen Schrader. Happy
Schrader.
birthday.
Thank you.
Scar
Happy
Raider.
birthday.
Tear my heart open just to feel. I'm drunk, but I'm feeling down.
Pedophilia.
Oh, don't say that.
Wait, what?
Drunk, but I'm feeling down. YouTube will kill us.
My bad.
They got AI. Allen Iverson. They got the answer. All right. If you could swallow 15 hot dogs in one gulp. Thanks for watching, Mom. Welcome to the Brohio Podcast. I'm one half of the Brohio Podcast. I'm the delicious Nickalicious, here with my best friend.
The wiener swallower, Rob Dog. What's up, guys?
The gator wrangler, the snake handler, the lady baby maker, the fart sniffer, the nipple
Guilty.
flicker,
Guilty as charged.
the flea clipper. Sorry, I got my phone's going off.
It's good, man.
My watch is going off.
I like it. It sets the
I
tone.
can hear my dogs upstairs fighting.
You can hear your cat pissing.
Some people need to know that it is showtime. Showtime never had good tits back when I was a kid. Cinemax was the channel you wanted to watch, buddy.
Skinamax.
Skinemax. They'd use pillows to cover up their genitals and stuff. Mm-hmm. Never saw a wiener.
Nah, you always saw tits, but never saw.
So the first time I made love to a woman, she said, "Where is it?" I said, "Where's what? I don't need it. I've watched enough of these videos to know that I don't need my wiener. We just need a pillow between us."
Need a pillow. Yeah.
And that's what makes it nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. October 28th, the Brohio Podcast is going to be live.
Oh, man.
Carnage Haunted House, 3770 Refugee Road, haunted. It's fucking haunted. It's scary. We're going to die. But the thing is, we want to die with all of you in attendance with us.
Yes.
We want to die romantically with you.
Holding hands, fingers interlocked.
And if that's something you want to be a part of, you can go to brohiopodcast.com/haunt. There's a link to the tickets there. The contest is over. Caitlin Worth won.
Yep.
And I think she rigged the ballot. I think she stuffed the ballot box.
Yeah.
But we're happy to have her regardless.
Yeah, it was like a magnet. She attached her name to a piece of metal, and then when we put the magnet, it pulled it right to the...
She mailed us a bag of her hair.
Yeah.
And that's what made us pick her.
It smelled nice.
She's coming from Germantown, Wisconsin. She's already picked her +1. She's already secured her plane tickets and her hotel. I hope she's excited.
You guys then fucked up not getting picked.
I hope she's cool. She said she's a ferret breeder. And I said, what more magical of a human to bring here for all that?
Might be Jerry Pauly's soulmate.
It might be. You never know, man. All right, let's move on to our Patreon subscribers real quick.
Okay.
Fat Fruits Podcast. They're here with us on the Patreon. Thanks, guys. Fat Fruits.
I love gay people.
That's my nickname for my balls. I like gay people. Thanks, Fat Fruits.
Thank you. Rich Madison, thank you very much.
Back to school. Back to school. To prove to da. You ever fight that penguin before school? Oh,
I didn't, but I would.
Mr. Penguin.
Shampoo's better.
Rich Madison, thanks, buddy. They're doing Adam Sandler Day at my daughter's school this week. I think
That's
it's tomorrow.
Awesome. That's awesome.
She said, "Can I borrow some sweatpants?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Can I borrow a baggy T-shirt?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Can I borrow some tall socks?" I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" She said, "I have to dress like Adam Sandler for school." I said, "Oh, I got you covered with the fit. I got you covered."
Yeah.
Dig deep. Dig_deep. Dig deep. Thanks for the Patreon. Love your monster truck, buddy. That's the name. Grave Digger. Dig Deep sounds like a name of a monster truck team.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
What do we got next? Next we got Seston Vestile.
I bet he makes good spaghetti.
Spaghetti noises.
Seston, thank you. We want to suck on you.
What a name.
John. John. That's my middle name, John.
That's a strong name.
Nicholas John Alexander. John, get in here. Wait a second. Nobody tells me where to go.
Yeah, you can tell just by his name. He already has like he has a MAGA hat. And
Come on now, man. Jayon, thanks, buddy.
Rylan Hawkins, thank you very much, Rylan. The complete opposite right there.
The Sadie Hawkins dance in my khaki pants. You probably didn't listen to them, did you?
I don't know what that is.
It's a Christian band back in the day. Reliant K, maybe?
Oh, Reliant K, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I could be wrong.
I know of them, but I didn't ever listen to them.
Come on, man. You got shit against God and shit?
Yes. Me and him don't see eye to eye.
Thanks, Rylan. How about Amber B? B's for boobies, because you got a picture of her dog with big old tits as a profile picture. Amber B, thanks, sweetheart. We appreciate you.
Kristen Schrader.
Oh, wow. She's on the Patreon,
Yeah.
or she's on the YouTube right now. It's her birthday, so
Yes.
happy birthday, Kristen.
Happy birthday.
If I had to take a guess, I'd say about 31, if she matches the demographic. About 31. Got a lot of fucking shit going on. Maybe she'll tell us in the YouTube stream how old she is. I don't know. But happy birthday, Kristen.
Happy birthday.
How about Squirt Russell?
Oh, God.
Oh, you made me squirt. Thanks for being here, Squirt.
the picture is the fucking Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man where he's holding the
Holding the poop in.
holding the poop in.
Holding the buildings.
Yeah.
Squirt Russell, dude.
What a fitting picture.
And it's not squirt, it's pee, so just remember that.
And last but not least, we have a stripper, Amethyst. Thank you very much.
I think I caught that Pokemon on my way home from work.
It's a little kitty in the picture.
Oh yeah, dude. My cats keep on pissing on everything. So if you
They're
are looking,
dying.
if you are looking to adopt a cat, a Brohio-owned cat, reach out. I'm fucking done. Michigan woman pulled from outhouse toilet after climbing in for Apple Watch.
Man.
I don't care who was calling on that watch or what timer you had set, is not worth that.
That's one of my fears whenever I'm working on a job site, that I drop my phone in the porta potty.
This was an outhouse, dog.
That's even worse.
This is scary.
Yeah, it's even worse.
A woman was rescued on Tuesday from an outhouse toilet in northern Michigan while trying to receive her Apple Watch. Really digging up in that cooch to dry it out after taking a hot, chunky piss.
Oh, man.
Never mind.
Damn it. I was excited to see where that goes.
I was going to ask about chunky piss, dude, but some people get
okay.
upset with that stuff.
Yeah, I get that.
The woman whose name was not released, dumb bitch, lowered herself into the toilet after dropping the watch at the Department of Natural Resources boat launch at Dixon Lake in Otsego County's Begley Township.
Hell yeah.
Michigan State Police said. First responders were called when the woman was heard yelling for help. The toilet was removed, and a strap was used to haul the woman out. Quote, she was in the muck, if you will, said a Michigan State Police spokesman.
In the muck. Love it.
Carol said she retrieved her watch before her rescue. She was not injured. She was grateful for first responders. An Apple Watch can cost a few $100s. If you lose an item in an outhouse, do not attempt to venture inside the containment area. Serious injury may occur, said state police. Oh, my God. It's 240 miles northwest of Detroit. We were just there. I didn't see any outhouses. I would have sucked a giant gangly dick for an outhouse with how bad I had to poop on I-95, I think it was.
Man.
I had shit coming out of my guts. Poop
yeah.
literally
I remember this. Yeah.
coming out of my guts. Did you get the Snapchat I sent you in the outhouse at the Bengals game?
Yeah, I think so.
Me cracking the beer?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know that was an outhouse. I couldn't really tell.
It was Port John.
Okay.
Did you watch it all the way through?
I think so.
You see the poop?
I think so. Yeah. I did.
Okay.
I did. No, I did. Did you see the poop?
Hell yeah. So, anyways, thanks for being here, guys, listening to the podcast. We're talking about the Goatman tonight. Before we get going on the Goatman, though, there's something that's been weighing heavy on my heart.
Okay.
You have been teasing me with some
I was hoping you were going to say something.
some misstep you've taken in your life. Something happened that shook you to your core, bad enough that you were shaking to tell me about.
I was like, I gotta wait to do this.
Shit yourself or somebody shit, and then if you can.
I've just been waiting all week to tell you this because I never have a good shit story.
I might be able to one up you.
I'm sure
it's not poo, but it's snot.
Okay. So
my nose is itching so bad.
It made my nose itch
we
whenever
didn't do any cocaine.
I don't know, unfortunately. Okay, so this past week, I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday of last week, I was doing work at this school. I'd been...
Was it one of them special schools?
No, it wasn't a special school, but... So I'm doing work. They have all these bathrooms. You know, obviously it's a fucking school. They have one stall specifically that's or one bathroom that's only a single person. So you go and you can lock the door. Well, from where we were working, that was on the other side of the school, and I didn't feel like walking that far. I was waiting for a perfect time to where classes weren't going to the bathroom because. The side of the school that I was on, it was where all the little kids were. So I'm trying to...
Oh, school was in session.
School was in session, yes. The school was going on. So I'm trying...
You had to bust it up.
Oh, I had to shit really bad, dude. I had a lot of coffee that morning. It was running through me. I think I had Taco Bell breakfast.
They got them Chinese toilets in there, too. They're about 6 inches off the ground.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here, and I'm like, man, class had just changed. Like, I just heard the bells go off. I'm like, okay, cool. Everybody's back in class. I got plenty of time. I want to go to this bathroom. It's right by me. It's 3 stalls, a bunch of fucking pissers and stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. I got plenty of time. I go in there. I'm in there for, 5 minutes or so. And then I hear a bell. And I'm like, fuck. The first bell I heard was for the other side, for the older kids. This bell that I heard was for the younger kids.
Oh, no.
So I can hear all these little footsteps, and the teacher waits outside of each classroom. She lets the girls go and then the boys go, and she has to wait for all of them to come out. Well, I'm in here. I'm doing my thing.
In here.
I'm in here. It's fucking hilarious, man. I'm sitting there in the stall. I hear all these little pitter patters of little probably like 5 or 6 year olds walking in.
You weren't done?
No. Oh no, I was taking my time. Perfection, man.
I get you.
But anywho, like one of the kids walks in. There's 2 of them that walk in first. And all I hear is, "Oh God, what's that smell?" This kid was frightened. He said, "Oh God, what's that smell?"
It smells like my dad in here.
There's another kid that was walking with him. He's like, "There's someone in the stall." And I'm doing that thing where there's a big gap between like the door and the frame of the shitter. So I'm like doing the thing where I'm sitting on the toilet, but I'm like hiding over so they can't see me. I heard one of the kids go, "I see his boots." And I'm like, fuck. So I sit there and I'm like trying not to make any noise, act like pretend I'm invisible, like they're fucking Tyrannosaurus Rexes or something. I'm fucking terrified of these little kids seeing it's me.
Did you flush yourself down the toilet like Casper?
Oh, dude. So I wait them out. They leave. And then
Did they leave or they die?
Yeah, I think they died.
Okay.
But I'm sitting there, try to wipe my ass real quick and get up. More feet come into. This is like a couple minutes later. Another class had came in. One of the boys went to the urinal, and I heard him say, "Oh, it stinks." I can tell by their voice they're a little bit older. He was like, "Oh, it stinks."
They're mad, dude.
They're so pissed.
No courtesy flush or nothing, dude.
No, dude, it was.
Sitting on there percolating.
Dude, I was in a bad sort that
Hear
morning,
that,
man.
That was extreme.
He said, "Oh God, what's that smell?"
Oh, fuck.
It hurt me, man. He was just like, "Oh God." Oh man.
If anybody was wondering about our poop patterns,
That one was a very violent.
I don't think mine is better than I
Oh
don't know.
God,
I'll save mine for later. But
dude, he was struggling. That poor kid.
Christ Almighty,
Yeah, man.
it stinks.
It's like, oh, it stinks.
It smells like my dad on Sunday morning.
So then I had to sit there in the fucking stink for a little bit longer, wait for these kids to leave. Then I fucking ran out of that bathroom afterwards.
If you were a real man, you'd have been like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here!
What do you want? You like that?
Hand me some fucking shit tickets."
Oh, dude, it was good.
Let's take a break for our newest sponsor, Charmin toilet paper. All right, hopefully they're probably not in there, but
At least like a dude wipes or something.
dude wipes, yeah. They got pumpkin spice ones now.
Dude, I saw that. It's
You're
wild.
trying to get a basic white bitch to eat your asshole.
That's how you do it right there.
I tried it didn't work.
Have you tried that pumpkin frosty yet?
I heard it's bad.
That's what I've heard too. Heard it's miserable.
I haven't tried it.
I'm not a big fan of pumpkin stuff, so
I don't like Wendy's that much.
yeah.
It's kind of ever since that 4 for $4 went up,
Mm-hmm.
ain't nothing there for me, dog.
4 for $5 now. Fucking inflation.
I hear that.
Hell yeah.
One of our all-time favorite cryptids, the Goatman. And if we did cover some of this in a live show many, many years ago.
Yeah, I remember this.
And we're going to do it again. Not all of it. This is different.
Yeah.
A little different. But we are going to talk about some stuff from that show.
I like stuff.
So everyone, hold on to your horns because we're talking about the Goatman. And by the Goatman, he is a bad guy.
Hell yeah.
All right? Picture this. It's dark and stormy.
Oh,
It's a dark and stormy night in the woods.
nice.
You're out camping with your friends, roasting marshmallows and telling ghost stories. Or if you're like me, you're roasted marshmallows and eating them while they're on fire right off the stick. There's a gelatinous pile of shit.
Yeah, same.
But little do you know, there's something lurking in those trees. Something with the body of a man and the head of a goat.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to, I really got to cash in when my family's not here.
That was dramatic. I liked it. Oh, they're not here?
No.
Holding that in.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, God.
Hell
What's that smell?
Someone's hurt.
It smells like sex. Why is the studio smell like Rob's ass? Oh, shit.
How to dry clean leather. The Goatman, a cryptid rumored to possess a hybrid form that combines human and goat features.
Hell yeah.
It shrouds itself in a veil of mystery regarding its origin. No one knows where the fuck this thing came from. Why would they? It's the Goatman.
Yeah.
According to local legend, there was once a scientist working at the Beltsville Agricultural Research Center in Maryland, and his job included experimenting with animal DNA.
Fuck yeah.
Talk about loving your job.
That's some fucking cool shit
Go to
right
work
there.
and fuck a dog
Fuck yeah, dude.
or a cat, whatever.
You have to have a degree for that.
Yeah, a degree of fucking I don't care. One day, an experiment went horribly wrong when goat DNA came into contact with the scientist's blood.
It's like a fucking superhero origin story right
It
here.
is. This is just one of the Goatman origin stories. The man mutated into a horrifying half goat, half man with a craving thirst for dick and craving thirst for blood.
Man.
This one actually became the rumor that this was actually something real, something factual going on in the community, that there was a fucking hairy, nasty, matted, dick-sucking goat man out in the woods. was so prevalent in the community that the USDA had to come forward
Do not eat this meat.
and publicly create and say and deny that they created this creature accidentally.
Like, can you imagine doing this, trying to make yourself like a superhero, and then you just turn yourself into a fucking goat? Like, dude, I'd be so mad. You just want to eat fucking cans and shit all day. You're outside just eating grass.
Eating grass and eating ass, baby.
There you go, brother.
What makes this fellow a little scarier than others, I guess he's got a goat dick and a man body, and is the fact that he carries an axe. Because why, if you're all of a sudden a half goat, half man, why worry about eating grass when you chop up logs?
Does he have, like, how's he carry him in his hooves?
Well, that's the thing.
Okay.
Half man, half goat.
That's
He's got hands. He's got opposable thumbs. He's wiping his britches after he poops.
Okay.
He's in the bathroom at the elementary school shitting it up. Scaring
he
the little
is.
varmint around. Now, he's most prevalent in the area of Fletchertown Road all the way up to Governor's Bridge Road, where there's a lot of sightings of old Goatman. And if you are familiar with the special move, the goat, that's where you push your balls out of the back of your ass and you bend over and you make your wife look at your balls hanging out of the back. Goes a little something like this for the Patreon subscribers. Send us a picture of you doing the goat. BroHioPodcast@gmail.com. Take your balls, force them out of the back, take a picture, send it to us.
Prettiest goat wins.
Even if you have invisible balls,
Yes.
send those too. I would love to see all of them. People, to this day, they park at the bridge and they turn their lights on and they wait for the goat man to just come up on the bridge and just fuck the shit out of him.
I don't blame him.
Every year, there's a lot of intense stories, frightening experiences and sightings that keep this legend alive. People say, "Oh, it's just the goat man. It's made up. It's a facade. It's an urban legend." But then the people in this area, they say, I was out. Something hairy and slimy got me on the leg. It wasn't a St. Bernard. It was the goat man. Whatever.
Hey, when that happens.
Whoever. But yeah, that's the most. The Goatman origin, that takes us like back to 1950-ish, 1960-ish.
Hell yeah.
Where those first sightings kind of started to pop up there in Maryland. But there's sightings of Goatman all over the United States.
Okay. So they're fucking
They're percolating. They're making,
highly promiscuous.
and they are. Everyone just wants to be loved, and that's one thing we preach on this podcast is no matter what someone looks like, no matter what they got going on, we all deserve to be loved.
Very
even
true.
the goat man.
Very true.
And I would love to milk a goat.
You think they fuck on all fours? Goat style?
I don't think they really fuck. I think it's more of like a
They just
telepathy thing.
come into being?
Yeah. Goats ain't got big dicks. I mean, cat dicks are small, but goat dicks are small. Have you ever seen a goat dick?
I don't think so.
Have you ever seen a cat dick?
I don't think so.
I've seen a cat dick.
Yeah.
Looks like a tongue.
Okay.
Small. Cats' dicks and tongues are the same thing. They look the same.
I know they got like little
Tapered.
yeah.
It's a tapered dick. It's got barbs on it too.
Yeah, it's got barbs. Yeah,
It's like a stingray.
I was gonna say it's hairy, but that's really not what I'm trying to.
Every time I touch my cat's dick,
You have girl cats.
I know.
Every time I touch the neighbor's cat's dick.
Wait a second. We used to have this cat growing up named Nuzzles.
Mm-hmm.
This is the nicest cat ever, dude.
Really?
I love this cat.
Yeah.
And my little brother used to grab it on the dick. This is a completely true story.
Oh, that's great.
Because Nuzzles loved his belly rub. He'd always flip over on his back and rub his belly. And then I would always start scratching his belly, and I'd start patting his fat. And he'd go, "Rah!" And he'd get upset and he'd start biting.
Yeah.
And then my little brother was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You just fucking rub his belly." And I'm just patting his belly. When you pat his belly, he gets upset. Then my little brother's maybe 5, 6 at the time.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, try it." And then he's rubbing him. He started patting him, and the cat's just like kind of staring at him. and he said the cat wasn't responding like the cat was supposed to.
Right.
And I said, you got to pat him lower. He wasn't really patting him on his fat. And then my little brother just fucking full on grabbed the cat on the dick. Like his little, it looks like a little, just a little round piece of fat. Like a donut.
I got one of
It
those.
looks like a little fucking hairy donut, dude.
Okay.
And he just grabbed it like he was tying a balloon shut. And the cat's like, meow.
Oops.
And at the time, we're young, dude. We don't think like
Yeah.
anatomically, we don't know what this cat is.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking cat to us. I've never seen its dick. It was fixed. I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. The cat's name was Nuzzles, for fuck's sake. We don't know what it was.
It's very androgynous.
So then I would smack it on the belly, and he'd start, ah! And we'd play or whatever. And then my little brother, every time, he'd be like, I know how to get him fired up. Grab him right on his pisser, dude.
Grab him by the dick.
I'm on the dick. Poor Nuzzles, man.
You guys molested that cat.
Yeah, we did.
Poor guy.
Cat knew one thing, and that was love. That's
Yeah.
my mom did not want that cat when we first got it.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin found it on the railroad tracks, and he brought him to our house, and my mom didn't want him for 2 weeks, so we fed him like bologna and lunch meat.
Yeah, dude.
2 weeks.
That cat lived the life for those 2
This
weeks.
cat was like Debo after.
Just fucking doing push-ups out in the yard.
Hey, your motherfucker's taking me to school today.
Let me get another one of them slices, motherfucker.
I gotta take a shit.
Fucking sandbox is filled with cat turds.
Oh man.
Big old curly ones, too.
Yeah, man, we kept him in the basement. My mom went down there, and they didn't have a cat box for him, so he'd been shitting and pissing in the basement.
He's fucking doing curls and shit.
Yeah. Y'all need to give me a box to shit in.
Like some fucking protein, dog.
Most prevalent goat man in the entire world.
Yeah.
The Kentucky Pope Lick Monster.
Old poop lick.
Old poop lips. Old poop dick. If you got
Been
a
there.
poop dick, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
The one thing that sets the poop lick, I'm going to say this one time, Pope Lick Monster.
Mhm.
But I mean poop lick.
Yeah.
One thing that sets the poop lick monster apart is the fact that he has bodies. Now, the other urban legends of the Goatman, the other Goatmans, just hearsay, my friend. I got to turn that air conditioner down. I forgot I got that bitch cranked up. These other Goatmans, they've never actually
You said Goatmans.
recordably killed somebody.
Yeah.
The Pope Lick Monster from Kentucky, this guy's got bodies on bodies on bodies.
Hell yeah, dude.
He's got dead flesh.
He's a op.
He's it, dude. He's the one. In most tales, the Pope Lick Monster, or the Poop Dick Monster, can vary in appearance. It appears as a human-goat hybrid with the grotesquely deformed body of a man.
Damn, just came at us.
And if you ever, I know I got some hotter than shit hoes out here listening to us that dated this guy, so write us and tell us his story. He appears as a goat, human-goat hybrid with a grotesquely deformed body of a man. It has a powerful fur-covered goat legs,
Dude, this is me. I fucking swear.
an alabaster skin face with a hooked or curved nose,
Fuck.
and wide-set eyes.
It's just some fucking man with fetal alcohol syndrome.
Where's your mom? I don't know no more.
Want to see my dick? It's a little circle.
I'm a goat.
Fucking gnawing on a can. Fucking Bush's baked bean can. We all have one of those. You just sitting on a fence, fucking eating trash.
What are you? I'm a goat. Ah. He had short, sharp horns protrude from the forehead, nestled in long, greasy hair that matched the color of the fur on the legs. The most terrifying villain in all of film.
Carpet matches the drapes.
Christopher Lloyd and Dennis the Menace.
Oh, yeah.
I live my life in utter fear until my mid-20s, worried that I was going to have to face that man one day.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am, 36, just celebrated a birthday. I feel like shit, but I've never had to face that man eye to eye.
Well, that's good. That'd be very, very scary.
He eats an apple with a pocket knife in that movie, and I tried to do that as a child and almost cut my hand off. I do remember that.
Man, that was like whenever I was a kid. That was like the epitome of like being a man. Like you see somebody doing that shit, just like fucking
Carving wood,
like whittling a stick.
Whittling a stick.
Yeah, that's like super manly.
I
Not
thought
anymore, but
my neighbor, the guy used to live across the street from my parents. I thought he was whittling a stick one day on his front porch, and I went over there and he was doing heroin.
Fuck, I thought he was jerking off.
He was not jerking off. I thought he was whittling a spoon on the front porch. I went over there and the guy had a needle in his arm. And I went home and I said, "Hey, Mom, the guy next door putting a needle in his arm." I didn't know what heroin was. And she stared at me for about 5 minutes. She said, "He's a diabetic." And I said, "Okay, all right." And then one time I went on a church camp trip with a guy, and he's like, "You got to give me a second." And he sat down, he pulled his pants down, and he stuck a needle into his thigh.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, I just shook my head, and he looked at me, he's like, "What?" I said, "You got diabetes." And he said, "Yeah, type A my entire life." I said, "You're the first person I've ever seen shoot it into their leg."
Why don't you use the vein in your arm? You fucking pussy.
He said, "What do you mean?" I said, I saw a guy do a diabetes shot one time. I call it diabetes shot. It's insulin. Saw a guy do a diabetes shot in his arm one time. He said, "I think that guy was doing intravenous drugs."
It's all proper with it.
I said, "Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I don't know." But you're the first person I've seen taking the leg.
Oh, man.
Weirdo.
Fucking weird guy. What kind of a weird guy does it that way?
Doing your diabetes shot, huh? That's
Oh, shit.
Dude, I got the worst hand job on that. Never mind.
Hell yeah, dude. The guy with diabetes, his fingers were swollen. Don't judge him, man.
Hell yeah, brother.
He was in diabetic shock.
Try that in a ball gown. This next part comes from legend at popelick.com. The most troubling part about the Goatman, or the Goat Beast, is how he came to be. Colonel Shitdick, is I pronounce that right?
I think so.
Schildknecht. Schildknecht. Schildknecht was the owner and ringmaster.
Yeah.
That was Stone Cold's name when he first came to WWF.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ringmaster of a traveling circus that performed across the heartland of America and into the deep South territories, beginning in the early 1930s. Schildknecht's reputation was one of ill repute in the carnival business, and he was considered a liar, a cheat, and all-around dickhead.
Well, I mean, that's the Carney code.
It is.
I think if I met an honest Carney, I don't know how I'd feel about it.
I don't know that I've ever had a structured conversation with a Carney before.
I try not to.
It's not that I don't want to. I just don't. I don't know. It's just a little.
If you're a Carney, send us an email. brohiopodcast@gmail.com. Thank you.
His crew of carnies and circus clowns are more of a gang of cutthroats and pirates than sideshow entertainers.
That's fucking cool.
And every town they visited left behind a series of unsolved thefts, missing persons, and grisly accidental deaths. What a traveling circus that was. Mm-hmm. One thunderously stormy night, while stopped in a small town near Beltsville, Maryland, the circus's bearded lady, Madame Bristles.
Bro, I thought that said bristles. I was like, God damn.
Madame Bristles.
The bearded lady's name's Miss Bristles.
Now that's what she'd say when she'd shave. Madame Bristles discovered an abandoned infant left in a hay-filled crate outside her tent. The child was severely malformed with stubs protruding from its forehead and misshapen legs that ended in what looked more like cloven hooves than human feet. She took the poor creature in and gave it food and shelter. Nothing good ever happens to me.
Yeah.
When was the last time someone left a goat at my front door?
Fucking goat person. Dude, I would brag so much.
I would have killed this thing. I would have fucking...
I would have stomped it.
I would have picked it up and lobbed it into the creek. I'd say, you're going to have a miserable life. I'm doing you a favor.
Your existence is just pain.
You got hooves. You got stumps on your forehead. You're going to have the literal shit beat out of you your entire life. Then one day they're going to make the internet and you're going to make trillions of dollars because you look like this. One look at the twisted abomination and Colonel Sheldnick knew that he had struck gold. He had found the starring attraction for his freak show that would make him rich beyond his wildest dreams. He took the child and raised it in captivity, never letting it out of his sight or its cage.
Holy fuck.
Until it could be fully exploited for its grotesque appearance. Can you bring me some more grass? The beast grew in size, because that's what beasts do. They grow.
Sure, yeah.
And he grew in strength as well over the years. His stubs becoming full-sized horns, and his temperament as nasty as the treatment given to it by the cruel circus carnies charged with keeping it imprisoned.
Man.
Goats are just got an unsavory disposition to begin with.
They really do. They have those fucking creepy eyes.
A word I don't like to use very often, but goats are bastards.
Yeah,
They are very, very mean.
Yeah, we went to this, I think it was at, maybe it was either a zoo in Florida or we went to Young's Dairy one time, and there was this little baby goat, and this is when my oldest son was probably like 2 or 3. He was pretty young. And this little goat kept following around and trying to eat his jeans, like the end of his jeans down by his pocket. Like Cooper was running away, like terrified. He thought he was gonna get eaten by this fucking thing. And I'm like, dude, goats are bastards.
I think I'm sure 7 years here, I've probably told this story. We went to, my family met me in St. Louis one time. I was working, doing the geotechnical drilling, construction stuff, and I travel a lot. Well, she brought the kids to Boone's Farm. We only had 2 kids at the time.
Yeah.
Not Boone's Farm. That's the fucking malt liquor that all our dads drank and almost died.
Oh, yeah.
Grant Farm.
Okay.
So it's President Grant's old farm.
Nice.
There's a bunch of animals there. It's owned by Anheuser-Busch now.
Okay.
There's a bunch of animals there. It's free. Just a nice little place. You drive around, see all the animals. But then once you get inside, you walk around the park to look at the animals. Well, every few, I don't know, every 100 feet, there were booths, and they were letting people have for free Anheuser-Busch's experimental drinks, like new beers they were trying. Okay. And at the time, they were doing all the margarita things, and they had some like Bud Select and a bunch of stuff. Well, each person got one free drink at each booth, and my wife was pregnant, so I got her tickets.
Ah, nice.
And I had 2 drinks at each booth. By the end of it, I probably had 18 to 20 drinks.
Hell yeah.
And at the end of it, we went into the goat pen, and they give you bottles to bottle feed these baby goats. And these goats, as soon as they see you walking with a bottle, they jump up on you, and they like, and they just climbing on you and stuff. And they knocked Emily down. And when they did that, I was drunk. That's not what got me drunk. I drank 20 margaritas, 20 limaritas, whatever they were. Right. Fucked them up. I started grabbing these goats by their heads and twisting them, like corkscrewing them, and
What? Why?
Because they wouldn't quit jumping on my daughter, and I was drunk, dude. So I started grabbing these goats between their stupid fucking eyes, because their eyes sit on the side of their heads.
And their eyes are sideways.
And I'd twist their heads until they rolled, and they rolled over, and they fell flat on their backs on the ground. And then I'd hold them down on the ground by their necks, like I was trying to, take a suspect into custody or something like that. I'm holding them down. They're like, and I'm holding them down by their necks and shit. One would run up, jump on her again for the bottle. I'd grab that, I'd flip it on its neck, and I'd hold it down. And it was a revolving door for a good 2 to 3 minutes. And then finally, some big, scary fucker comes running over. He's like, "You need to stop wrestling with the goats." Scared the shit out of me, dude.
You're out there fucking got a goat in a full Nelson and shit.
I'm slobbering on myself. I've got goat shit and piss on my cargo shorts. I'm missing a sandal. Barefooted
in the fucking goat pen.
Me.
It's fucking a goat back there eating your crock.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Fucking goats are stupid.
Yeah, man, I hate goats. That's why I'm happy that this guy's had such a miserable life. So this goat man spent most of its life chained to the wall of a cage inside a circus train.
Hey, kid, can you get me a Marlboro? Give me a big old pile of that green stuff over there. I need a smoke.
He was whipped brutally daily to keep it subdued and submissive. Oh my fucking god.
Fucking sub goat,
Yeah.
man. Hell yeah.
And fed only watery oatmeal and leftover scraps from the Midway vendors' grease pits.
Oh, God.
Talk about a violent poop. One fateful night during a thunderstorm as violent as the one of the night of its birth, the circus train was passing through Fisherville on its way to performance in Louisville, Kentucky,
Hell yeah.
when a bolt of fucking lightning struck the tracks, causing the train to derail just ahead of the trestle over Pope Lick Creek.
Oh, man.
The twisted wreck probably killed most of Shieldnick's crew instantly. All these freak shows dead. But not all of them, since body parts were found as far away as 2 miles from the crash site.
Damn.
Finally set free from its life of torture, exploitation, and imprisonment, it took revenge on the survivors by ripping them to bloody shreds.
That's fucking cool.
Colonel Shitdick's body was never found.
He ate it. That's fucking cool, man.
And it's suspected that a few of his cutthroat crew of clown circus freaks and dangerous animals also may have survived the deadly accident but were never found. Due to the number of deaths, missing persons, deer and livestock mutilations, and Goatman sightings that have been reported in the ensuing years, there's a good reason to believe the Goatman of Poop Lick never left the area. He's believed to have taken up residence in either an underground cave or a ramshackle hut somewhere in the wooded area near the main trestle.
This is so cool.
This is scary.
It is. It is.
Some people have to go through here.
And then this makes it seem like it's very, like, it's believable.
It is.
And that's what,
Authentic.
yeah. Because I could see that happen. Like some fucking,
This all makes sense.
some freak deformity of a person that should have never existed that exists. They're eating scraps and fucking drinking malt liquor all day long in a cage.
Some people will call this Photoshop, but it's not. This is real. This is real life shit, dude.
Yeah, this isn't AI. This is real life.
His inbred hate of cruel humanity. Dude, every time I hear the word inbred, my fucking dick gets so goddamn hard.
Oh my God, man.
Has made him a bloodthirsty and dangerous beast to be avoided at all costs. The Pope Lick monster doesn't kill in the conventional sense. So
Okay.
there was a let's see. I remember one time when I used to work at the prison, there was a fellow that he had a cellmate that he didn't like, so he chiseled a brick out of the wall in his cell, and then he used it, and he smashed his cellmate's skull in.
It's adaptive. I like it.
That would perhaps be a conventional way of killing someone.
Yeah, yeah. That shows determination. We wanted to get the job
He
done.
got it done.
Yeah.
Casey Pidge is the one.
Okay.
You can look him up. Pigge.
He probably wasn't getting out anyway, so he figured,
He sucked a lot of dick while I was there.
Oh,
Not
okay.
my dick,
yeah.
but he was getting passed around.
Oh, hell yeah. That's fucking hot.
He's got an interesting story. He was a porter in one of my cell blocks. Super fucking slick, greasy dude.
Yeah.
Just was always doing stuff you didn't want him to do,
Sure.
but would do whatever you asked him to do. So he stayed out.
Okay.
I'll leave him out. But he was in prison because his girlfriend's mom didn't want him to break up, so he killed his girlfriend's mom, and then he burned the house down to make it look like she died from
fire.
Then he got into prison, and when he got into prison, he killed his cellmate with a cinder block.
Mm-hmm.
They were sending him to outside. They were sending him to court because if you kill somebody in prison, you still got to go to court.
Yeah.
They were sending him to outside prison, and no one was paying attention to him in the back of the prison bus. He choked somebody to death on the bus and killed them on
Oh my God.
on the prison bus too. Then they had him at Lucasville, and they took him out of his cell and took him to the infirmary.
Mm-hmm.
And he stabbed a guard until the guy almost died. Like, the guy was on the brink of death. And
Damn.
so he has got body. He's got
I just like to kill.
Yeah, he's got bodies. And whenever I was around him, I kind of was with him before all the killing started.
Mm-hmm.
He had Kool-Aid on his cheeks and shit. I said,
he's one of them.
So he's a sweet, sweet boy. What a sweet, sweet boy. Now he's a fucking psychopath. He's a cold-blooded.
Man,
Cold-blooded.
that's wild.
It is. That the Pope Lick monster doesn't kill in the conventional sense like Casey Pidge.
All right.
No bloody axe, no leaking wiener, nothing like that.
I hate when my wiener leaks. Get that oil changed every now and then.
I got a really bad problem with pre-cum, you know.
Yeah.
The thing just leaks.
Yeah.
When she can say, hey, can you pass? I'm like, I'm sticky. I'm sticky, babe.
Yeah, man, fluids are too topped off.
Sometimes we'll just start making it, hot and heavy beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
and then just everything gets naked. And she'll say,
Everything gets naked.
she'll say, did you come already? I said, I'm about to.
It's cooking up.
I ain't yet. I'm about to.
I'm about to.
She said, wow, it's just, there's a lot. I said, hey,
It's voluminous.
it is. It is what it is. You gotta look me in the eye, tell me you love me, love me for what I am. So, God, where were we at? Pre-cum, bloody okay. Yeah, the Goatman, he doesn't use a bloody axe, nothing like that. It said that he has the voice of a siren or a small child. Because nothing makes me want to climb out on the railroad tracks like I guess if I heard a small child like, help, help.
Oh, God, what's that smell?
Help. Yeah, what's that smell? So he uses the voice of a siren or a small child, and he summons people onto the bridge using a hypnotic trance.
Oh, like a siren, like the mythical creature. I was thinking he sits in the back and goes, I'm like, God damn, what's that?
I know, I've sent you the video. There's that guy on TikTok. He says, okay, I'm going to be a tornado siren. Yeah,
He's special.
Yeah, dude.
Ow, fuck.
Easy, dude.
Hurt myself.
You can, but, this is another thing. Poltergeists, they'll mimic voices, and a lot of that stuff is kind of demonic and paranormal. Some of those things that in the, paranormal lore, they do a lot of voice mimicking.
Yeah.
Kind of
Skinwalkers.
to be something else. Yeah, skinwalkers is another thing, but also there's not many. While you do have goats in Kentucky, obviously.
Yeah.
What else are they gonna fuck? There's not a lot of just like wild goats.
Yeah.
You don't. What have you ever heard of? I've heard of people. I got attacked by wild dogs. Okay, I got attacked by a wild box turtle. You don't ever hear people talk about, hey, I got chased by a wild goat.
Yeah.
There was another otter attack the other day.
Fuck yeah, dude. These otters are fucking tired, man. They're tired of it.
Florida, there was a bad otter attack in Florida.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I was gonna say you never hear people getting attacked by weasels.
Weasels,
but otters are kind of like weasels.
You can get attacked by a wild otter.
Otters or weasels are like otters are like slippery weasels.
Yeah. Sometimes I grab my wife's hands and I put them under my balls, and she says, "What are you doing?" I say, "It's hotter than an otter down there, isn't it?" Why is it slimy? I had a pre-cum.
Smell your hand.
I had a pre-cum. Once he summons you,
I'm very leaky.
if you're hotter than an otter between your legs, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com.
This is off the fucking chain.
Rob Dog, help me write an email, Rob Dog.
Don't bring her into this.
Grandma needs to tell Nicholas. He got some. Oh, he gets slimy down there too every time. Grandma takes her panties off. Sounds like someone's dumping out a bucket of paint.
Oh God.
Rob Dog, I need you to help me make some of those videos where I sit on pie. Some fat boys.
Once he summons you up onto the tracks, obviously there's nowhere for you to go. This Pope Lick, this train trestle, it is forever long and it's fucking hundreds of feet up in the air. You have nowhere to go once you're up on the trestle except for down to the ground where you unfortunately fucking die. You perish.
You die. You pass away.
Since its construction in the late 1800s, the trestle has been responsible for dozens of deaths and countless injuries and has been a source of trauma for many victims, families, and railroad employees. While individual accounts of specific incidents are suspiciously hard to track down online, but we, right here, Savannah Bright, she was 15 years old. 2019, she was found at the bottom of the train trestle. She died at the scene. Nicholas Jewell, he was 19 in the year 2000. He fell to his death while encountering a train. James Ratterman, 35, in 1994. He became trapped under an overturned ATV, stuck on the trestle, died after being struck by a train.
Ouch.
Michael Wells, age 14 in 1994, managed to tuck his body under the track to avoid being hit by an oncoming train.
Oh, dude, can you imagine how fucking scary that would be?
God, I'd never be able to masturbate again.
Holy shit. It'd be very hard for me to.
Christina Butts, 19 years old, 1993. Christina, along with 2 other young women and 3 young men, were almost across the trestle when they saw the light from the oncoming train. All managed to survive with minor injuries by climbing down onto the metal parts of the trestle. Christina, too, frightened to move, was rescued by firefighters, the latter almost not being tall enough to reach them.
Man.
1992, a 19-year-old student at Miami University was on the trestle at 1:45 when he saw a train coming. He held onto a railroad tie but lost his grip, falling 100 feet to his death. Jack J.C. Charles Baum, 1987, 17 years old, struck and killed by a train while crossing the trestle.
There's all these stupid fucking kids playing on train tracks. Why you don't fucking do it?
There's 4 or 5 more different people of just,
Yeah.
for whatever unearthly reason.
Fucking
John K. List, 1985. He was killed in June 85 when he was struck by a Southern Railroad Company train. List was on the trestle with friend Randall Graves and had been on the trestle shooting crows. That sounds like some fucking Kentucky shit if I've ever heard it.
fucking does
Hey,
it.
man, what you doing tonight? I had took my days, we went down there, my days bears ready to tug out all these bush light. I'm going down to the trestle, I'm going to shoot crows. Hey, everybody, bring my daddy's bush light down there, and they'll take it all with me, and I'm shooting up crows.
Now there's some fucking buckshot.
I'm down there shooting the crows. I'm going to get hit by a fucking train.
Why does that sound like something that every Kentuckian does? It's like a Friday night thing.
Hey, we're down there drinking bush light, shooting crows over the trestle down at Poop Lick.
Graves was able to hang on a cross tie with the train pass, saving his life. List, though, was within 30 feet of the end of the trestle when he was struck by the train and killed.
Man,
Dismembered.
this train needs to be arrested for murder.
I'm going to be running the train. Survive. Okay. Legends and stories have been passed down for many years, but many people have reported while driving under the trestles, the Pope Lick monster will just fall from the fucking sky up above,
Oh, shit.
landing on the hood of their car.
That's fucking cool.
If I was a goat man, that's what kind of noise I would fucking make. Once the Pope Lick monster coaxes his prey onto the bridge using the voice of another, they see my fat ass under the bridge and I hear, "Welcome to Rallies. We got buy 2 for 1 French fries today on our jumbo rally size French fries. What can I get for you up here on the trestle?"
I just need you to come out of your car.
"Welcome to Hybrid Restaurant, Rallies in White Castle. What can we get for you? We're up here on the train trestle." I said, "Get the fuck out of my way. We're going up. They got rally fries and White Castles."
Dude, you fucking, yeah. That's how you get me into one of them fucking scary vans. Damn.
"I'm not going anywhere with you." "I got White Castles." "No, that's not going to do it." "I got Rally's French fries with it." "Fucking open the door.
Sign me the fuck up, man.
Open the door.
Slide that bitch open.
Can we kiss you on the mouth?" When you look at the trestle itself, it appears to be out of service, but it receives about 15 to 20 train passes per day from various trains.
Okay.
And another variation, once you're out on the trestle, the beast reveals himself to you, and he's so ugly and fucked up, you have no choice but to jump to your goddamn death.
I've seen some people like that in real life. That shit's scary.
I saw one today. It's a goddamn bitch. Nice guy, though. Hell of a nice guy. It's a very popular pastime in the those part of the woods on Halloween for kids to hunt the area looking for the Pope Lick monster. They go on the track and below the trestle at night. Seems a little dangerous.
Yeah, very much.
To this day, the Goatman is said to carry an axe around with him waiting to slaughter anyone that can find him. The thrill-seeking teens look for a gleam or a sparkle in the distance, which is the reflection of the moon off of the Pope Lick monster's axe. This might be a typo. It might be his ass.
Maybe.
Once they see the sparkle and gleam, they run for their lives. There are several variations of how the Pope Lick monster came to be. My personal favorite, at some point in the area, a local farmer engaged in unnatural relations with one of his goats, creating a nasty offspring. What do you think it smells like when you fuck a goat, Robert?
Fucking awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not good.
Goats smell bad. They fucking stink.
You want to know one of the most traumatic things that I ever seen in my life was when I was working third shift, and they used to let the inmates train the service dogs.
Okay.
And I saw one of those guys fucking one of those dogs. In the middle
you
of the
did
night.
not.
Yep. And they got him out of there. They got those dogs out of there. And apparently,
Did the dog listen well?
I don't know, dude. It
Was the dog hot?
one of my first nights on third shift, and I was not ready for it. The next
Yeah,
night,
that's rough.
the next night, I said, "Oh, I'm not going to general population. I'm going to go to isolation." And I saw a man getting his fucking tonsils pushed to the back of his throat by another man's penis.
Oh, shit.
That's the first time I ever saw that in person.
That's hot.
And I said, "Hell yeah, brother!
Did you jerk off?
Can I watch?
Did you crank your hog?
I'm coming."
Hog cranked.
They didn't even care, man. You know, you think like, "Ooh, they'll hear my keys jingling."
Yeah.
I think it turned them
I
on.
was going to say.
Started heading it faster, trying
Yeah.
to gobble, gluck, gluck.
Maybe it's one of those things where, like, every single time you came by, every time they heard the keys on your hip, they would start doing it, and then it would just make them horny every single time they hear keys going.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But I do not know what type of love it would take as a man for you to do that to a goat or an imp. So
Yeah.
I have a dog, Pepper. I love her so much. I would never fuck Pepper, though. Not even if a knife was to my throat to save. I'm not fucking a dog.
I get that.
On the hierarchy of animals that I would have sex with,
Yeah.
a dolphin,
Dolphins are top tier.
I would lay a dolphin down missionary.
Yeah.
Mm.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah, we have.
If you don't know what we're talking about, just Google a dolphin vagina. You'll see what we're talking about.
And I dare one of you to tell me I'm disgusting.
Yeah.
I dare you.
Yeah.
Because every one of you that looks it up, you're gonna say that's a good looking pussy.
That's a that's a beautiful white woman pussy.
That's a whale of a pussy.
That's top tier puss right there.
And I will say one thing my dad taught me growing up. He said it's all pink on the inside.
Yeah.
So I'm.
If I would see that, I would. If you were telling me it was a fish, I would think it was a mermaid.
I'd say you're lying to me.
I would think it was
Mermaids don't have pussies.
If a mermaid puss looks like that, dog, I'm fucking it.
That's romantic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Part of your world.
Do you think? So going off of this, do you think like?
We're disgusting pigs.
Do you think Flipper was like a fucking whore since he was like a famous dolphin? Do you think he was going through all the dolphin puss?
Dolphins are smarter than humans, I think, is what
know.
they say. Is.
I bet he fucked.
You know, I don't know.
I bet Flipper fucked.
I'm willing to bet that dolphin lived in very unfavorable conditions.
Probably.
Probably pretty sad how that worked out for Flipper. Flipper. We used to watch that show when I was a kid.
I did too, man. What a cool show.
Well, a good fish.
They probably beat the fuck out of that thing. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, hit it with a yardstick or whatever just to get it to rule with fear. That's how, that's how people do that shit.
There was a lot of fucking movies when we were a kid about just the animals. Homeward Bound.
Free Willy.
Air Bud.
A lot of good ones.
Yeah. Wishbone. Remember that show?
I do remember that.
What's the story, Wishbone?
Homeward Bound was good.
Homeward Bound was fucking great.
It was powerful theater.
Yeah.
My mom watched that with us. She was crying. I said, "What's
was
wrong?"
the old dog Chance? Is that his name?
Chance, Sassy, and Scout or
something like that.
Shadow.
Shadow. There we go. Yeah. God
I
damn,
wouldn't have got that right. We got so much hate mail.
Yeah, that's some good shit.
One movie we were watching the other day, though, the kids were just eating up, was Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Oh my God, they were laughing so hard.
Good. Very fucking creepy, but it's so good.
And then Paisley was she asked me questions about divorce. I'm like, oh, yeah, I love your mom. What are you doing this shit? Paisley's in first grade, and they're kind of like, kids they have little names for each other. Mm-hmm. They make fun of each other. They pick at each other.
Yeah.
And the other night, Paisley said, "There's a boy in my school, and he's been picking on me." And I said, "What's he doing?" Because I don't do the bully shit. I'll go up there and I'll whip a motherfucker up. Mm-hmm. She said, he calls me a name I don't like. And I said, "What is it?" She said, "Toothpastey." This is a very first grade thing.
Yeah.
Her name's Paisley. So he calls her Toothpastey.
Gotcha.
And I said,
that's kind of clever. That fucking kid's smart.
I said, "You don't like being called Toothpastey?" And she was kind of smiling a little bit. You could tell she liked it.
You're like, fuck, why didn't I think of that?
And she said, "No, I don't like it." I said, "Why don't you call him something?" She's like, "I do." I said, "What do you call him?" She just stared at me. She said, "Poop." That's all she said. Poop.
What a fucking burn.
Oh, yeah?
You're poop.
Dude,
you can't fucking recover from that,
nozzle.
man.
Yeah. What if I'm like, "What are you calling?" She's like, "Fuck stick." Wow, where'd you learn that? Not here, I hope. Now, along the same lines, there's another story that says there was a farmer that liked to dabble in the dark arts back in the 1930s.
Hell yeah.
Nothing more dangerous than a farmer that knows how to talk to Satan.
Right.
One of the ways he was procuring special powers and the things he desired from Satan, he had to sacrifice his stock of goats one goat at a time. Which that happens. Look up the Illuminati shit. When the farmer knew he was nearing his final breaths, he made a deal with the devil. He asked for Satan to grant him immortality, and he wanted to live forever. So in typical Satan fashion, Satan agreed, but there's a catch.
Okay.
He would make this man take on the form of a Goatman hybrid.
All right.
The farmer was damned to live under the bridge, living as this disgusting creature, because if I know one thing, it's never make a deal with the devil, unless it's to learn how to play the guitar really well. That'll bring you many fame and fortune and riches. Several people claim that it is a chemist that suffered a horrible explosion and was left severely disfigured. Left to roam the bridges to torture those that appear to look normal. But all these legends, stories, myths aside, the most compelling thing about the Pope Lick monster is how he was killed.
Okay.
Or no, I'm sorry, that he has killed. All of those people that have gone on that trestle, that have gone on those railroad tracks, that have perished, possibly at the hands.
He's a fucking moiter.
Sorry, not the hands, the hooves of the Goatman.
Hell yeah, dude.
He's just so pissed off because he can't wipe his butt right.
Imagine him giving you a hoof job.
Imagine trying to wipe your butt with a hoof.
Hell no, dude.
Sorry, I gotta wash my hoof.
Just fucking pick up toilet paper like this. Imagine how fucking poopy your knuckles would get, man.
We were at where is it? Texas Roadhouse once.
Yeah.
And my dad was trying to eat better, and they said, "What do you want for a side?" And he's like, "I'll take mashed potatoes." And my mom's like, "That's not very good." And he said, "You got anything healthier?" She's like, "We got beans." And my dad said, "Well, I'll have beans." And they brought the beans out, and he took a bite, and he was like, "Oh." And the lady came back out, and she said, "How's dinner?" Or "How's everything?" My dad said, "Where'd you get these beans from?" And she said, I mean, they come from the kitchen. I don't know. He said, "Tastes like a goat made them," because they look like Like fucking goat turds. Tastes like a goat made them.
If I was that server, I wouldn't even be mad at that.
She wasn't, dude. She's cracking up.
Tastes like a goat.
He does this other thing too. I do it now, but the waitresses will say, "Can I get your refill?" And my dad will be like, "No, I'll piss the bed." I use that all the time now. My wife, she fucking rolls her eyes.
Oh, Dad, what your fucking kids hate going out
I'll
with
piss
you.
the bed.
Oh shit.
Whether the deaths caused by the Pope-like monster were truly performed with his hands or hooves, or just poor decisions of dumb young people, there is indeed a body count.
Hell yeah.
Now, this is one story. Another death. One of the major ones here recently. David Nee, a 41-year-old Ohio tourist. He had to actually plead guilty to a misdemeanor charge of trespassing on the railroad property in Jefferson County District Court. He and his girlfriend, Rochelle Bain, 24, had climbed onto the Pope-Lick train trestle in eastern Jefferson County in search of the mythological Pope-Lick monster beast. Tragically, while attempting to cross the trestle, they were struck by an oncoming train, resulting in Bain's death as she fell 80 feet to a field below.
Damn.
The boyfriend agreed to pay Norfolk Southern Corps $2,300 in restitution as part of the plea deal. So he killed his fucking girlfriend, and he had to pay reimbursement to the railroad company. And prosecutors dropped a felony charge relating to disrupting train operations. Judge Sean Delhanty imposed a conditional discharge allowing Nee to remain on unsupervised probation for 2 years, after which he can request to set aside the guilty plea and pursue expungement. In a statement read by his attorney, John Nee, is that his name? John David Nee. Sorry.
I was gonna say, his name can't be John Nee.
John Nee. David Nee expressed his desire to move past the tragedy, mentioning a perceived lack of compassion from the railroad company. Norfolk Southern did not provide a response to Nee's comments. The incident resulted in a 3-hour delay to the freight train that struck Bain and 2 other scheduled trains, with Norfolk Southern police claiming damages exceeded $1,000.
Oh man.
Meeting the felony threshold. David Nee survived the incident by jumping from the trestle and hanging on to the structure's metal edge with both arms and one leg, narrowly avoiding the oncoming train. Now let's, this is probably my favorite part of where this shit possibly all came from.
Okay.
Charles Chess McCartney. He was an American traveler nicknamed the Goatman.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
He traveled up and down the eastern U.S. from 1930 to about 1987 in a ramshackle wagon. And for those of you that have gotten this far in the episode and say these guys are nuttier than shithouse rats, this guy right here, Charles Chess McCartney, is 1,000,000% authentic. There's hundreds of pictures of this guy traveling the...
Dude, that's fucking dope. He's like fucking, what's his name? Like fucking Radagast off of fucking The Hobbit, who has a sled pulled by fucking rabbits.
He is a nasty, nasty fucker. Yep.
Oh my God, look at that.
Looks like Daniel Boone out there.
He's got a whole ass wagon with goats. That's sweet, man.
He traveled up and down the eastern U.S. from the 1930s to 1987 in a ramshackle wagon pulled by what? A team of fucking goats.
That's cool.
When he was 14 years old, he met and married a Spanish knife thrower that was 10 years older than him. He had a severely fucked up arm, too, and I think he probably suffered that from, some stuff he went through with the Spanish knife thrower. I don't know. They eventually quit their traveling knife throwing act, and Chess sold his wife to another farmer for $1,000.
You can do that?
We can try it after this.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. My wife's got nursing tits, dude. Those things can hold. She worth a lot of money. Thoroughbred.
Got them fucking milkers,
Got
dog.
them milking taters. I'm not sharing those things, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Sometimes I get mad at them, man. God damn fucking titties. I yell at them like they owe me money and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking titties. Get that titty off me. And I'll go get it back. Old Chess had a deep devotion to goats his entire life. Chess started traveling the country in an iron-wheeled wagon pulled by a team of 9 goats.
It's so fucking cool.
You're like talking to the goats. How you doing?
Overworked and underpaid.
A whole bunch of them. 9 of them pulling his ass across the country.
Man.
Along his route, Chess cared for sick and injured goats. And some of you may be wondering, how did this guy survive living on the road with just goats? Well, he exclusively lived off of goat milk. Was his
yeah.
main vein of protein.
Good for him, man.
You think?
I don't know, maybe. I've never had goat's milk, so I can't say one way or the
I
other.
don't know, dude. It's sketchy.
Fun fact, all his goats were boys.
Hey, why are you sucking that goat's dick?
Trying to get its milk. It's the only way to get it from these ones.
He would pop a squat on the side of the road, and people would come from all over to hear his stories and drink his goat milk. Oftentimes, he could be found dressed up in goat's fur as well.
Oh, fuck.
There towards...
Can you imagine stopping like there's like a lemonade stand or something, but it's just goat's milk. A nice hot day. Fucking hit a glass. Nice cold glass of
Give me a hot, chunky glass of your finest goat milk.
Oh, man.
We got a little coffee shop down the road.
Yeah.
Called a Warehouse 4. I love it. Good place.
Yeah.
But I go there on Saturdays and Sundays, and I order coffee for myself, and I always get oat milk.
Yeah.
But I always say goat milk. Just to see if they catch it.
Every place fucking hates you.
There's like this 17-year-old girl that works there, and as soon as I walk up, she starts laughing before I even start placing my order. And because I always say, give me an iced macchiato with goat milk.
You do hard G.
I do.
You don't even try to disguise it.
And last weekend, there was a little fellow making the drinks over
Dude,
the
I
right,
love it.
and he turned real quick, and he kind of just made a weird face. She's like, oat milk, oat milk.
Oh,
That's what I said. That's what I said. I said goat milk. Someone go milk a goat for me.
Oh, man, that's great.
Yeah, there towards the end, he was getting mugged too much. People were robbing him.
For his milk?
I don't know for what.
Hey, buddy, give me a fucking goat.
They fucking have him at gunpoint stealing his milk.
Give me your wallet. I ain't got one of those.
I just got some milk.
Give me your jewelry. I ain't got no right neither.
Oh, man, I bet this dude stank like fucking shit.
Oh, God. His whole entire setup, the whole
man.
entire apparatus, his fucking seat is probably in a museum somewhere.
Imagine the consistency of his shits.
Just goat milk.
Just creamy.
Oh, man, there's something wrong with that goat. So, yeah, he quit traveling the U.S. Because he was getting robbed and mugged too much. He died when he was in his late 90s, but he told everyone that he was 106.6 years old.
0.6? Damn, he has it down to a decimal. Fuck.
I'm 106.6 years old. I'm ready to die.
Kill me. Dude.
If you've ever milked a male goat, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com.
If you'd fuck a dolphin, send us an email too.
We're going to get inundated with powerful emails.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Powerful sexual emails.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You all right?
I got a neighbor next door.
Okay.
They inherited a dog.
Okay.
Mom died. They inherited the dog.
Okay.
Dog's about 800 fucking pounds.
Like, is it a fat dog or just a big dog?
He was enormous when he first came over, but now
Fat.
he's getting thinner because he's
Okay.
running around. He's getting thinner. He loves to come over the fence and love on me.
Mm-hmm.
He loves me, dude. But the kids come over and he kind of doofy acting, and they laugh at him and stuff. And I don't know. I think he's gonna bite one of them. But
Okay.
when it happens, we'll deal with it.
Sure.
Nonetheless, the kids have all had this gnarly ass cold, flu,
Yeah.
whatever, just
going
been
around.
sick. And Paisley's just snot. And the dog was over there at the fence. And he was climbing up on the fence, and he was kind of like, I don't know, just being a doofy goofy dog, and she was laughing at him. And she said, "Dad, watch this." And she like tapped him on the nose, and he's like he's trying to suck air. I don't know, just being a dog. And I said, "Oh, that's cool." What the fuck ever.
Fucking kids are so weird.
I hate when they watch this and they do something that's so uninspiring, and you gotta be like, "Wow,
They just do a little jump.
cool." But then she turned back towards him, and then she sneezed. But when she sneezed, she shot
Oh no!
fucking the biggest blob of snot out of her nose or mouth. I don't know where it came from, but it went right on this dog's eyes, both of his eyes,
Fuck.
covered in green snot for my kid.
Oh man, him with the old fucking Philadelphia blindfold.
The old Texas handkerchief.
Yeah.
Blanketed him with snot. And I just thought to myself, well, that's fucking disgusting, but it'll come off.
Old fucking Zorro rocket.
This dog gets down and he walks into the fence about 20 miles an hour. He can't see anything.
Fucking maced him.
So then I'm like, I gotta go clean the snot off this dog's fucking face.
Oh man.
So I go inside, I grab a paper towel, and I go back over. I'm like, calling his name. Come here, buddy. Come here. But he's got so much snot on his goddamn face, he doesn't know which direction he's going. He's old, too. He's probably 12, 15 years old. So he's just walking around circles like he got a fucking tumor or something, and I can't
Poor
get him
dude.
to come to me. And so then, like I'm cool with the neighbors. We don't just like go in each other's backyards.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a fence. So I got to climb the fence and go over and wrangle this dog. And I'm like, I finally catch him because he's on the other side of the yard. I
Just
start
tarting
wiping
out.
I start wiping it. I kind of got my arm around him. I'm wiping his face off. And the guy comes out, nicest guy in the entire world. He's, everything okay? He walks outside. Everything okay? I said, oh, yeah, he's got something all over his face.
You specifically don't say it's your daughter's fucking boogers.
Snot. I didn't say it's snot, dude. This is the second time this has happened, too. I'm staring at my neighbor. I'm like, hey, he's got something all over his face. And I'm wearing my Crocs with my socks.
Yeah.
I feel this dog's hot piss running all over my toes.
Dude.
This is the second time this dog has pissed all over my feet. The first
man.
time, I
Power
was
trip.
petting him in the fence, and he just raised his leg and started pissing on me.
Oh yeah. He's
This
marking.
time, he squatted like a little girl dog, and he's just hot pissing between my toes. And I'm just like,
He smells the girl dog, man.
I want to pick him up and body slam him in front of his owner, but
You want to blow snot in his eyes?
I love the neighbor. I love
Yeah.
the dog. So I said, oh, that's a good fucking boy. Just let him just keep on doing his thing. I got all the snot off of his face. He said, what was on there? I said, I think he had some jiggers. I don't know what he had. He had something. Those little spiky flower things.
Mm-hmm.
He got something, man. I don't know. I got it off. He said, oh, okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Hell yeah, brother. I didn't say, hey, he just took a hot, chunky piss all over my feet. But, God, man. All because my kids are just disgusting, foul beasts.
He won, man.
The dog or the kid?
The
The neighbor.
dog. He won that fight.
Everybody won except for me on that.
That's true. Yeah. You literally did get the shit into the deal. The piss end of the deal.
I had to dump my crock out like a Pepsi can because it's full of piss.
Should have did a shoey.
I walked straight. I walked straight over the trash can, started peeling my socks off and throwing them in the trash.
Oh, dude.
So gross.
Fucking piss logged sock.
Yeah, man. But Crocs, the
Oh,
Crocs
man.
though, you can hit them with a little bit of that Dawn Power Wash.
Yeah.
And you can bring those things back to day one.
Mhm.
It's like restarting the Croc life.
Reinvigorating them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring them back to life.
Yep.
If you've ever had a dog piss in your Crocs, send us an email.
Man.
Some people exfoliate with snot. That's not true. Snot
I was gonna say, do
dries.
they?
It's kind of icky.
Yeah, that'd be like make you look scaly.
That's okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that concludes this episode of The Goatman.
Love it.
Bye.
It's fucking stupid.
Talk to you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
See you. Tell them. Yeah.
Oh, I fucking love you guys. Yeah.
There you go. Hell yeah, we do. See you.
Bye.
Okay, YouTube.
Zoomy Zoom time.
We'll piss on you too.
Speaking of piss,
We love you guys.
love you.
Talk to you soon.
Now I'm gonna piss.
In my shoe.